Hello everyone, this is DJ and welcome to another edition of the RC Retirement Program. I've been receiving some very interesting questions via YouTube comments lately, and I thought that these questions and their responses would be good information for everyone. So I've selected 5 of these questions that I'm going to cover with you today. I'll show you each question on the screen, or for you on the podcast, I will read it aloud also. And then I will tell you exactly how I responded to this question on YouTube. And hopefully this information will be useful to everyone out there. I believe it will be. Alright, so let's dive right in. So question 1. I haven't used the MyPay website in so long, I don't remember any info for the website. I tried the email that I would normally use, but it comes back not recognizing it. But when I try to set up a new account, it does not recognize that. What do I need to do to get this straightened out? Alright, so my response was fairly typical. I gave some steps for resetting the MyPay account. And this is how it read. So here's how you can reset your MyPay account. Step 1, go to mypay.dfast.mil in your web browser on a computer or connected device. Step 2, click on the Forgot or Need a Password link and enter your login ID or SSN. 3, choose to send a temporary password to your email or mailing address of record. Email's faster. It might still take a little while, but email is faster, obviously. 4, when you receive the temporary password, go back to MyPay and log in to reactivate your account. So for question 1, that was fairly simple, and they're all relatively simple. You'll notice some commonalities with a lot of these in that people are asking for pay information, pay estimates, things like that. So I refer them to the request pay estimate link on my website because that's how I can get the information needed to do the estimate. So you'll see that a lot in these questions. Question 2. So I'm active duty. My last day is in a few days and I'm ETSing. I've got a 10% Army disability and a 100% VA disability. I was told I'm only getting 10% of the 100% taken out every month, which I'm okay with. Is this good? Now, I am cleaning up the language a little. Sometimes there's an apostrophe or a period left out, and I have to wonder, where do I pause? Anyway, so what's going on with this guy is he's being discharged from the military due to medical problems. He's not being medically retired. He's receiving a severance. And that severance pay needs to be recouped. That's what's going on here. So now I was initially a little confused when I read this just because of how he phrased it all, and then as you'll see, it became clearer as I wrote my response. So here's what I said. This doesn't sound kosher at all on its face. For one thing, if you have a military disability rating, it means you went through a medical board. Any rating below 30% results in severance pay and a medical discharge or separation. This severance pay would, more often than not, be offset at least partially by whatever you get from the VA. The severance also will cause difficulty with the VA until it is recouped. Then I put in parentheses, that is what the 10% from 100% is, a recoupment of the severance. After thinking about it while I wrote this, not much seems off. I am still curious about a few things though. If you are willing, please send me a separate email, and I gave my address. listing your VA conditions, whether they are combat related, and their ratings. I would also like to know your MOS, skill set, for those of you who are not Army. So, yeah, this guy is going to be receiving VA compensation and the severance pay he got from the military, in this case Army, because he did respond. The severance pay is going to be recouped by the VA at 10% per month. So at least there's not a total disruption of his VA compensation. All right, next question. Question 3. I am 100% disabled, permanent and total, VA rated. I spent 20 years serving, E7, retired 2018. Was just approved by my branch last week for CRSC, Combat Related Special Compensation. My branch rated me 90% disabled with 80% combat related. How will this apply? Is CRSC an additional benefit along with retired E7 pay from my branch and 100% VA compensation? So that's a lot of stuff wrapped all into one thing. But primarily he's asking, what is CRSC? Is this something that replaces a part of military pay, or is it on top of the military pay and VA compensation? So here's what I said. CRSC is a separate benefit along with retired pay and VA compensation. And again, I say please contact me at my email address with information about your specific disabling conditions and which of them may be combat related. Be sure to include the disability ratings with the conditions. If you are approved for CRSC, it will make up for some, possibly all, of the offset you are currently seeing with retired pay and VA compensation. And then I say if he would like a more specific breakdown of how that offset works and how CRSC replaces some or all of that offset, I give him the link for the pay estimate request. And you'll see that link down in the show notes of this episode. So if you wish to get some sort of pay estimate, you can send your information through that. And whenever you do these pay estimate requests, be as detailed as possible. So there's a comment section at the bottom of that online form specifically for that reason. So if there's something that is not already a question on the form, then you can put that information in the comments. Question 4. This is a short one. Besides the additional money, if approved, what are all the benefits when approved for combat-related special compensation? And that was an easy one. I finished that in a few seconds. The answer is the other benefit is, that's the primary difference between CRSC and CRDP, concurrent retired and disability pay. All right, question 5. I got divorced past the 1-year threshold set to withdraw, per your explanation, from the survivor benefit plan. I'm a retired reservist with 20 good years of service, of which 15 were active duty, and a 9/11 service period. 50% of disability compensation, that's all he said there, 50% of disability compensation, so I'm assuming he means 50% VA disability. Where can I submit a reconsideration to withdraw from the SBP? Now, based on some of the phrasing here, I was wondering if he had the dates right, so that's what caused me to answer. I said the 1-year window to change your survivor benefit plan election begins on the date of your divorce. So the reason I said it that way is I got the impression that he's thinking perhaps that he had made his election, a year passed, and then he got divorced. So if that's the case, I wanted to make sure he had the right information. So the 1-year window to change your SBP election begins on the date of your divorce. Have you passed that date? If so, the only recourse is the Board of Corrections for Military Records. If you need further advice on that, contact me at my email address. So that was a quick run through of some of the comments that I've been getting on YouTube in the last week or two. I think this is actually a good format for the occasional episode. Just throw up a couple of questions and let people see what's being asked. Now, I'm not going to show the names of the people who asked these questions. If it shows real names, well, even if it does not. In this case, I'm not going to show the names of the people who did it. I might in future episodes because it's public on YouTube. But anyway, I'll show the questions cleaned up a little bit for legibility and the brief answer that I gave. So what you see on the screen will be a little different from what I've said verbally, but still good information. So look forward to more of these in the future. All right, everyone, that's all I've got for today. I do appreciate that you have spent your time with me. And if you are interested in supporting my efforts online, then I invite you over to patreon.com/retirement, /RC retirement, and you can join at any of the pre-established rates that are there or create one of your own. And those are monthly support rates, not per episode, just so you're clear. Also remember that I have numerous ways that I can assist you. You can see some of those on the Fees for Services page at rcretirement.com. And if any of those look like services that would be useful to you, send me a message. My email address is dj@rcretirement.com. And I've got a large list of satisfied clients already. I invite you to join that list. So until next time, I ask that you go ahead and subscribe. I hope I'm pointing in the right direction. I should actually look. Is it this way or this way when it actually gets on the screen? From my perspective, the subscribe button's over here. But who knows? It might be over here. Anyway, I invite you to subscribe both to the YouTube channel and to the podcast, just to get numbers up, because numbers are good. And if you're on the podcast, please do me a favor and go to iTunes and write a review. Just a sentence or two would be great. That will help people learn about this information a little easier, find the podcast a little easier, and begin their educational journey as well. So that's it for today's little call to action. Until next time, I thank you for being here and thank you for your service. Have a great day.
If you liked what you heard on today's episode, then please go below and give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, please let other people know about this channel and the information it can provide for them. If you have questions or comments, then please have no qualms about posting them in the comments section below. Please remember the RC Retirement YouTube channel and the RC Retirement website are not recognized or endorsed by the Department of Defense, the Department of Veterans Affairs, or any other government agency. The information presented in these resources are for entertainment and informational purposes only. Also, the content of either of these resources should not be considered financial or legal advice. Please consult with your own legal counsel, accountant, or financial planner before making any decisions based on what you have learned here. As always, thank you for watching the RC Retirement YouTube channel.